Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Angelika's Journal. Um, just wanted to show you my clutter. Now, it's not as bad as it looks, but there were still some things outside that what needed to be brought in and cleaned. So because the tap out there has been turned off because we got snow and cold and I was just depressed. Um, I didn't go outside. So a few days ago, it was starting to get nice outside. It was warming up, and so I went outside. The snow was almost gone. Now it's completely gone. So I went outside and I pulled in the things that I hadn't brought in that I'm supposed to bring in so that I can clean it and prep it for next year. So, um, these are the trays I use for my pot, for my seedlings. They need to be cleaned. I double them up, which is why this one wasn't dirty, only this one, and it will be the same for that. Got to clean them, sterilize them, get them ready for February, March when I start seeds again. These are lids from the containers. These two I don't think I'm doing it with. I think I still have those containers. But I know these sterilite lids, see, I had cut it out. I want to do that with all of them, and then I'm going to attach some tool to it. So anything you direct seed outside in containers, you would put this lid over it so the birds don't eat the seeds. So I'll show you that like, I don't know, March, April, somewhere in there before the garden starts. It's all part of my prep. The water fountain, which I put lavender essential oils in, because they help get rid of some of the nasty bugs that are out there. And then I have my lanterns. I cleaned them up, but I don't like the way it looks. It looks kind of, I don't know, from being in the weather, it kind of wrecks the black, and it kind of looks like there's a white film on it. So if I'm so inclined, I may decide to repaint these. This is my lantern. And then these are the sides. It comes apart. So these are the sides that go on it. And then similar to this part, there's a base for it. And so I took it apart because it's pitted with rust. If you can see that. I don't know, are you in focus? I have the camera the other way around. Yeah, you're in focus. Yeah, so this is pitting rust. So I will give this a light sanding with a very fine sandpaper and then repaint it. I'd like to get a paint that has a rust inhibitor in it. And, but the base, it's still doing it. All right, so this is the base. And so it's been like this all winter. I've moved it around, but it's been like this. Well, when I brought it in and shook it, it sounded like there was something inside, and the bottom was completely sealed. It was just these openings here. And I'm like, well, how am I going to get that out? So there was 2 holes on the bottom similar to this size. And I asked my boyfriend, I'm like, can you make it a bigger hole? So maybe whatever's floating around on the inside, I figured had gotten in through this, it would come out, right? Well, he went to try and drill it. The whole thing inside is rusted. This is the IKEA lantern. Now, I absolutely love these lanterns. Like, it's a real pretty, I have a little red one over there. They're really pretty. But they're not made for outdoor. So unless, like, and it was under an overhang. And it did this. I don't know that it was the whole summer under the overhang. It could have been just near the end, that earlier on it was out in the open where the rains would hit it. But yeah, so these are not made for outdoor use. And if you do use them outside, bring them in after, like if you're having a get together and you want it outside, but then bring it in like that night or the next day. Don't leave it out all summer like I did. This is what happens. And even when I picked it up, I don't know if you can see from the camera because this thing's in the way, but on the table here, there's a whole bunch of little pieces of rusted metal. And that came off of this. So what I'm going to do, this is okay, because from here on in, if moisture gets to it, the bottom is open now. So it'll just dry up, right? But rain, it'll get wet, and then when the sun comes out, it'll dry. So it won't be as bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Dremel, the sanding piece, and I'm just going to clean this up because it's very sharp right now. Just going to clean it all up, and then I am going to put a rust inhibitor in there, and I'm going to paint that along with this, so that this is not going to happen, because if this rusts, what happened here is going to happen here too, and on the whole thing. So I'm going to clean this up, clean up the rust, and give the whole thing a good paint. Like I'm going to get a thick, heavy outdoor paint, like maybe one for the house, a real heavy, good paint. But I'm going to have to put some rust remover on it or something. So that's going to be another project probably later in the year. I don't think I'll do it before Christmas. It'll be after Christmas. So this needs to be painted, this needs to be painted, and all this stuff still needs to be cleaned. This, I'm thinking I might, if I can make it nice and clean, because it's not shiny anymore. This one still has a bit of shine on it, but not much. It's starting to go too. But this one, it's already gone. So what I was thinking is if I can find like, not a CLR, but there's that one TSP, maybe that, if I clean this, it'll get rid of whatever residues on it. And then maybe I could put a clear coat on it, because I would hate, like right here, it looks like a sticker, or if it is paint, it's starting to peel off here. And I don't, like, I love my little ladybugs, like they're so cute. I do need to get a new light for it. One of these don't work, and it is pretty tarnished, so, you know, yes, you can clean it up, but I figured they're not expensive. I think they're like $1 or $2 each, so I'll get 2 more and just put, it just pops in and pops out. Hey, it used to, oh here. There. See, it's just a hole. And then you take the stem off and you're left with this stubby on it. And then you just put that in there. And there you go. And it lights. I usually put it on the stairs between the 2 level of deck. The one for the back door and then the other deck that we sit at and the barbecue is. There's about 3 steps that connect them. And so I put these 2 on the steps, and it's enough sun there to energize these. But yeah, I definitely need to. And then I brought in some tools, which I put all the tools together, and then I will have to clean them, sharpen them, oil them, you know, get them ready for next year. So it's just like maintenance stuff. Those 2 containers are, everything in it is clean. But one of them has my labels, these big ones and smaller ones. Another one the other container has all these attachments. So if they need cleaning, I will clean it. And then, well, that's weird. Oh, like that, okay. So, you know, I'll make sure they still work and clean them if they're dirty, and then I'll put them in that container. So that when the garden starts, One container has all the attachments, the clips, the round clip, plastic clips, the twist ties, the rope is all in one container. The other one has all these labels so that when I go, and they've been cleaned, like these haven't, but those have. So I'll clean these and add it. And then when I start my seeds, I have my label that I can start writing. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just this cleanup. And this is all that's left. Everything here has already been cleaned, including, well, this, except for the rust. These are clean. My clothespins, because I think next year I'm going to put my washing machine outside. I'm going to try and make a tarp cover for it, and then I'll use the clothesline again. Last year I didn't use it. And then these are a craft project with you guys. They're just my wooden stakes, and as you can see, they warp. So what I might do is glue two together, clamp them, wait till they're dry. Then I'll put like the herbs. I want to use these for herbs, or maybe I'll use these for herbs and these for flowers, or these will be for flowers and these will be for herbs. They're all from the dollar store, $1.25 for 3. This one, which one has a label? Oh no, here's a label. $1.50 for 10. $1.50 for 10. And I got 3 packs, so I've got 30 of them. And this is 3 per pack. I got 3 packs, so that's 9. And then this is something my granddaughter, my oldest granddaughter, had made when she was here. Because you know I have all the birdhouses that I want to paint and put outside. And I did seal it with a clear finish, but I guess it wasn't a good one meant for outdoors. So now I have to glue the piece back on here, which is here, glue this back on, and then I've got to sand it because some places they came off or they're halfway off. So I just want to clean it up. There's some pieces inside that need to be glued back on. And then I'll glue this back on. On all of them, I will be taking the tops off because I want to seal this. I don't want no insects or anything going in making a home. So I will block that off. Then I'll glue this back on. And then I'll find a better finish to seal it. And then I want to put them on each of the posts outside. And yeah, I think it'll look pretty. Or hang it on a hook on the post, because on top of the post I want to put solar lights so that the post will have a solar light, and then right under it, hanging from a small hook, will be these birdhouses. So that's another project I want to do. So yeah, there you go. And yes, I found more pants to hang, him. So not only do I have my 4, his are done, I still got my 4. Then I found 2 more of his, and then there's 2, 4, 6, 7 more of mine. But I have to try them on first because I don't know if they still fit me, because I did gain the weight. But that's another project. And then I still have not done the repotting of this one. I still got to do that one too. So yeah, there's a lot of things to do. I also wanted to show you, so that's the end of this. This is my clutter. This is my project I'm working on right now. So then we move over here, and then we're going to go way up there. I'll try and go closer. Can you see what I want to share with you? See there? Buds. Those are the buds. There's a bud right there. And there's a bud there. There's a bloom. And there's a bloom. So it's starting to bloom again, because it's the season, right? The days are getting shorter. Summer and winter, that thing will not bloom. But spring and fall, it will go into blooming mode. Now that one blooms first, the pink one, and then in the window you can see right over, where's my finger? Okay, so right here you can see there's red tips. Well, these red tips is a different, I think it's the same plant, but that one has not started with the buds. That one's always later. The pink one is first, and then in the back, the red ones will start blooming. I have just a few red ones, not many. But for some reason, the pink is always first. I don't know. But anyways, I wanted to show you my beautiful blooms. So even at this time of year, when I get depressed, as soon as those blooms start, I start coming out of my shell. And this one, of course, is blooming too. If you look right there, where is it? Where is it? Am I not on the right one? Oh, there we go. See there? That's my lipstick plant. It's starting to bloom too. And then there's another one at the end of that branch. I don't know, why can't, there we go, right there. That's another bloom. Oh, no, I want the camera to focus on the plant, not outside. Okay, here, I'll use my hand. There we go. See? It's gonna be blooming too. And then, of course, my spider plant or airplane plant is blooming. So white, red, pink, all beautiful. Now, I don't know if the Hoya carnosa is gonna bloom. I think it blooms in the summer when the days are longer. So I may not get any flowers on this one till spring. But anyways, I want to show you my beautiful flowers. And then here is my table with my binder for my exercise routine. And my step exerciser is still here on the floor. We'll talk about that too when we get into the craft room. Okay, so then over here, I wanted to show you the Halloween stuff has all been packed away. I did leave the easel and the little table and the bottle, like this stuff, these two and that, because I don't know, I might use it for Christmas, I might not, I don't know. This bag is giveaway. And then I have my new shower curtain. It's a tropical theme, because my bathroom has the tropical theme to it. So I got this from Amazon. I don't know if you're in focus, but it's the tropical. I was looking for a shower curtain that had a beach on it, but I did not, like, it was more expensive. I think I did find one, but it was more expensive, and no. Or it needed a liner or something. I don't know. This was a while ago. I found this one on Amazon like 3 months ago, and I kept wanting to order it, and I'm like, no, I don't want to spend money. I don't want to spend money. And then I finally broke down and got it this week. So that's everything. In the kitchen, I have a saucer with some batteries I have to go buy this weekend. Some coin batteries for my zero water. And for those little lights. Yeah, so that's everything here. All right, I'm going to pause you and we're going to go to the craft room now. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. And we are now in the craft room. And you are looking out the window right now. Well, whatever you can see of the window. I wanted to share with you why I've been away for a while. And what I've been doing, as you know, at this time of year, I do get into a bit of a depression. I don't like that light on. I don't know if that's bright enough. I guess we'll figure it out at some point. There, you're focused somewhat. There, so you're looking at my mat. I don't know, yeah, it has a glare. And I put this tool on my light to try and take away some of the glare. I think I just can't have a light right above my desk. Okay, we're going to turn it off for now. Yeah, I don't know. Would it help if I open the curtain? Well, move the t-shirts. Maybe it'll let in a little more light. And then I won't need the lamp. I don't know. Won't stay. Anyways, whatever. I just wanted to show you, during this past 2 weeks, actually, as you know, I go through a depression during this time. And so I've been trying to figure out what I want to do. Like, for those of you who are not normally overweight, I don't know if you can relate, but when you're overweight and you start getting depressed, you start gaining weight. I don't know, at least with me it does. Like, being home depressed is not healthy. I've been struggling with my weight. Gee, I think I first became overweight somewhere between around 12, 13 years old. I graduated high school. I was 184 pounds. After I had all my kids, I was 225. So I've always had a weight problem, and I may go down 20, 30 pounds, but then, within a year or two, it's back up and then some. So, this year I decided to put an end to it. I have, started my exercise. I started walking, all this week. Like Monday I started. Hold on. Oh, I found a sticker on my step. So Monday I started walking. It was just for 20 minutes. Then Tuesday I went for 25 minutes, and then 30 minutes. And then yesterday was also 30 minutes. And then today, Friday, my daughter was willing to go with me. And so she walks faster, right? So I ended up walking really fast and did 40-minute walk in like 25 minutes, 30 minutes. Like, I ended up walking a lot faster, and I could feel it was affecting my heart rate, which it's supposed to, right? That's the whole purpose of exercising, is to increase your heart rate. So, yeah, so I did that this past week. And today I stopped doing my exercise routine that I did videos on. I stopped it for about a week. And so today I am going back to it. So walking every day at 12 noon, go for a walk, go as long as I can. And then I come home, I have my protein shake. And then after about, I don't know, half hour having my protein shake and that, I'll start my exercise. Also, earlier this week, Monday, Tuesday, I was researching keto again, because I've been on keto before and I lost 5 pounds, but I was only on it for like a month. And I thought, oh, 5 pounds. And the struggle, like to replace the wheat, oh my God, you don't realize how dependent on grains, especially wheat, that you are until you try and get off of it. Like just to eliminate wheat, oh my God, it's everywhere. And it is so hard that I ended up getting off of keto thinking, well, I've got to go gluten free first and figure out what I can replace the wheat with, which I did do over a few years and did figure that out. But I decided, you know what? I was watching the other day, and I have to give kudos to Chessie's Adventures. It's a lady my age who has 3 dogs, and she's on a carnivore diet. On some of her videos, she goes keto, but the majority she's carnivore, and she feels so much better. And I'm like, oh. And then I was watching her weight. Sometimes she reports in her weight and everything. And then she shares some recipes. I did not realize you could buy egg white powder because I have high cholesterol. So I can't eat the egg yolks. And I know you can buy liquid egg whites, but I eat so little eggs that it would get bad on me. Even eggs get bad in this house. We end up throwing some away, a lot of it sometimes. But you can get egg white powder. I did not realize that. And you can mix it with Parmesan to do breading on chicken. I did not know that. And on top of that, you know what? I should have, instead of making you stare down here, I should have you looking at me just so you have something to look at. I don't know if this will bend that way, though. No, I don't think it does. I wonder. Oh. Okay, well, I don't know if you can see me or not. I am here. You know what? Hold on. Maybe I shouldn't have done this when I did. I probably wouldn't have problems with the lights then either. No, I'll have to go the other way. This way. I'm sorry. I'm just like, you can tell, I'm totally out of it. I am not. Okay, if we put the chair here. Yeah, there we go. That should work. You can tell I'm just out of it. I'm not, hi. I am slowly coming back. I just go through this little low point. Anyway, so, I was watching her videos, and when I found out about the, the powdered egg whites that you can buy, I'm like, oh my God, I could do some baking then too. Granted, no flour, right? No grains, but I'm like, I could do things with that. So she actually whips up the egg whites and she makes hamburger buns. And I'm like, what? It's like, okay, the way I was thinking of it is, okay, there's keto. And then if you shrink down keto, you got carnivore. Because carnivore is animal products. That's it. Whereas keto, it's basically vegetables and meat. Yeah, there's other things too. You know, you're supposed to have nuts and seeds and oils, and keto is based on high fat. But do you really have to go high fat? Not really. You know what I mean? I love, and I was brought up with vegetables, and I've always been a meat eater. So if I just stick to vegetable and meat, well, that's basically keto. But I was thinking, some of the issues I had was because there's no pasta. Yes, you can use spaghetti squash. You can use a spiral zucchini. I have the device to make the spiral zucchini. For replacing rice, you've got cauliflower. I can't eat cauliflower. I get cramps. So, but with, what was I going to say? With the egg white, you can mix it with like Parmesan cheese and other things. And maybe I can find a way to make something similar to a dough and then just break it up into little pieces and fry it or boil it and make something similar to cauliflower rice or regular rice. Even the zucchini, if you do spiral zucchini and then you cut it, you stack up the circles and then cut it this way and this way. It's kind of, well, no, it's still kind of pasta. Rice is smaller. But anyways, my point is there are other options out there. And sometimes you have to go to the extreme and watch those or Google those, like Google carnivore. And then you find out, like this woman shows how she makes brown ghee. And it's supposed to have such good flavor. She shows oh, I don't know, just tons of stuff. And watching this lady, Chessie's Adventures, you got to go check them out. Check her out. She's now traveling on the road, so she's going to be a snowbird. But if you go back to her older videos, the food ones, like there are things she's doing that I never even thought of and I never knew. So even though you do research, you're always missing out on something. So sometimes it just takes time. I tried keto. I was happy with keto. I felt better on keto, but I only did it for a month. Now I have more insight, and I think this time around it will be better. So, bottom line, I am working on that exercise. I'm walking every day. I'm throwing in my exercise routine. I'm hoping at least 3 or 4 times a week. And then going on keto. Last night we went out for dinner for Scott's birthday, my boyfriend Scott. It was his birthday yesterday. And we went for a steak dinner. And I'm like, okay, just remember, steak and vegetable. No matter where you go, steak and vegetable. And so that's what I had. I had a flank steak and I got the veggies that go with it, the seasonal vegetables. But I told them no potato and no gravy. And because the only side dish was potato. And I'm like, but if you're so inclined, you can throw in a little more veggies, you know. So, yeah, that's what I had. So if you go steak and vegetable, it's a lot easier eating at restaurants. You can have a salad with chicken in it and just ask for lemon and olive oil or no dressing. You know, bring your own in a little Tupperware container and just, you know, sneak it on there. If you stick to meat and vegetables, it's so much easier when you go to a restaurant and there's no cheating involved. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything. Oh, I wanted to show you my binder, which is why I had clipped you up there. I'm just going to do this quick 5 minutes and then we'll be done. Okay, so there's my binder. Now you should be able to see what I'm going to... Oh, you need to look at it upright. Uh-oh, where's the book? Okay, well, I'm going to have to squish you next to me. I guess I could have put you... You know what? I'm going to put you back on this thing. There, and then I just need to tighten it. And then go like that, and there we go. You're now looking at my binder. There we go. Because I wanted to show you in my binder what I did, because I'm a strong believer in this blood type diet. Now, with the blood type diet, I do believe that certain foods irritate your system and other foods might not. I'm putting the light on. I'm sorry. Anyways, so certain foods. And that's what blood type diet is based on. This is the non-food one. How your body reacts. Like, how does an O blood type, like he's a doctor, so he has patients, and I guess he did it on these patients. Let's say walnuts. A group of O blood type eats walnuts, a group of A's, a group of AB, and a group of B's. So they all have tons of walnuts for the week. And then they see how it reacts on them. So that's how he based what each blood type can eat. Also, I know for a fact that O blood types have a higher stomach acid than A blood types, which is why O blood types can digest a lot more meat. They can digest it better than A blood types. Now, that is not black and white rule, because my boyfriend's an A, and oh my God, he can down steaks like you can't believe. But he also has an ailment which causes him to need a lot more calories. So if two of my daughters are an A blood type like their father, if they ate a big steak, they probably would be hurting. Not necessarily hurting, but like they would feel sluggish and tired, and whereas my other daughter have a steak, or me, and oh my God, we'd be full of energy and raring to go. It's because our bodies can handle the meat better than my other two daughters. Do you know what I mean? And I believe that is true, not just for meat, but it's for everything. I have trouble with cauliflower. I have not been able to eat cauliflower since, I can't remember if it was when I was 35 or 45. I think it was 35. I stopped eating cauliflower. And then I would still have it a little bit here and there, but I would bloat. It would cause so much gas. I could not take it. So, but, my boyfriend, oh my God, he can eat cauliflower like it's coming out of, like out of his yin yang. Like there are other people that can eat cauliflower, no problem. And I'm not saying it's the same with everybody. I'm sure how your ancestry evolved with food makes a difference too. Anyways, so what I did was I went through the blood type diet for an O blood type, because I'm an O, and I typed down. Now, I wrote B is for the beneficial foods, N is for neutral, and I did not do any avoid. So they group the foods, let's say under nuts and seeds, all the nuts and seeds, it would either be under beneficial, neutral, or avoid. Now, anything that's avoid, I don't even put in my book. I put the beneficial and the neutral. Now, the difference between these two is beneficial helps your body to heal. Neutral is just nourishment, which you need your vitamins and your nourishments, right? Your nutrients, nutrients. So these are the two. But if you're sick, let's say, I don't know, you have a cold or whatever, you may want to lean more towards here. Or in my case, being overweight. I definitely want to make sure I'm buying 2 or 3 things in this area, like a few things. And then, I can always add a few of these. These aren't going to help my body. These will. But these will help the body in the sense that it's nutrients, right? But this will, yeah, anyways, I don't know if you can understand. You'd have to read about it. It's Dr. D'Adamo's Eat Right for Your Type. And then here too, same thing, beneficial, neutral. And I did that with all of them. And so everything that is blood type related is in black, right? That's all black. These are the ones they say is good for me, like beneficial. These types of teas are going to help my body to heal. And I love peppermint tea. Oh my God. Anyways, and yeah. And then there are other ones too, right? Other things you can drink. Herbs are the same. Now, oh yeah, it says no grains, but I do know you're allowed chickpeas. I did not finish updating this book. On keto, I think you are allowed chickpeas. Oh, I probably didn't put it on here because it's not the beneficial or neutral. Like if chickpeas was right here, I would have had a K. Because my K's, oh here, chickpea, K. I erased no beans. Well, what was that one then? I thought that one was beans too. Oh no, that's grains. My bad. Beans. Chickpea is keto. So I'm allowed that. So that's why I erased this and I put a K there. So everything in blue is keto. So now here for meat and poultry, you buy organic, grass-fed, pasture-raised, no sugars, no additives, no artificial ingredients, not cured or processed. And so, of course, everything is probably keto because it's all meat. Keto is meat. And then seafood, wild caught. So, yeah, everything in blue is keto. So here, there's more added. So this is according to the blood type diet. This is the beneficial that helps my body heal. This is the neutral to just keep my body healthy. Nothing added bonus. And then this, because keto is all blue, I continued the keto in blue. And then down here. So all this blue is keto. So, no cow's milk, full fat dairy and cheese. Oh, the full fat dairy is butter, cream, yogurt, and unsweetened. Because the sugar is the carb. Grains is carb. The body turns it into sugar. When I finish my regular milk, because I do have regular milk, but if you see, another thing too is because keto's low carb, they say no more than 50 grams of net carb per day. My regular cow's milk for 1 cup, I think it was 13 grams of carb. So if you're reducing your carb to like 20 or 30 grams a day, you do have a little bit of a leeway if you want to sacrifice, let's say pineapples. Pineapples are what, 7 grams of net carb for 1/3 cup, I believe. So if I've got 10 grams of carb leeway, I could technically have 1/3 of a cup of pineapple, enjoy the pineapple because I love it, and then I've only increased 7 grams of carbs, so I'm still down 3 grams from the max. So you could do it that way. I choose not to. I gave up pineapples because it's not my passion. I absolutely love cherries and blueberries and strawberries and raspberries. Oh my God, raspberries. Oh, that's my weakness. So I only when it comes to fruit, I only eat those fruits. I may have an occasional treat of something else, pineapple being one of them, because I do like pineapples. But the majority, like day to day, it's only those 4 berries, and they go in my protein shake. Yeah, so, and then of course, if let's say it's not keto, let's say it's vegan, or not vegan, vegetarian. So then instead of K, you could put a V or a VG in blue and just do that stuff. And then let's say once in a while you want to go vegan, because with vegetarians they do eat, is it eggs and fish. I'm not sure, but it's like vegan is the next step up from vegetarian, just like carnivore is one step up from keto. So if you wanted to, you could put VG for vegetarian and then V if for vegan. And then you go on vegan for like 3 months, and then for 1 month you take a break and go on the vegetarian, and then you go back to vegan. There's like, I don't think could do that much damage because all of these are restricted diets. And if you're going to restrict, like, more or less, as long as you know the rules around it, you should be fine. It's like carnivore. You most likely, almost 100% for sure, with a carnivore diet, you probably have to supplement with vitamins. With keto, I don't think so much, because the bulk of your vitamins, as far as I know, are in vegetables and meat. Grains give you, if I'm not mistaken, the high fiber and the B vitamins. But because I have a protein shake that's plant-based, the protein shake gives me those B vitamins. So I'm not too worried about it. But anyway, so these are just things to think of. This is what I've been up to. So I did my blood type. Then I went through the keto information I have, and I did the keto. And so I put it in blue. And then there's still things I'm researching, which I'll update. But this is basically now my grocery list. So when I go in the store, in the aisles, I go into the non-food stuff first, like, dish soap and all that kind of stuff. Then I have my nuts and seeds. So I will get flaxseed, pumpkin seed, and walnuts. And then from this list, I might get almond flowers. I don't like almonds. Yeah. Tahini is always good to put into things. Can use it as probably could use it as a gravy maker. Of course, with other things. Macadamia is really good for you. Chia, hazelnut, well, I can go without. Pecans, I can go without. Pine nuts, oh my god, they're amazing, but they're so expensive. But anyway, so like I said, one or two from here. So that would be the flax and the walnut. I have pumpkin seeds, but I'm not that crazy about it. I buy it maybe once or twice a year. But the flax, the walnut, the chia. There was one more thing. Oh, I think it was the pumpkin. Because I have pumpkin and walnut. Then I have flax and chia. So 2 seeds. Pumpkins are seeds too. Walnuts. Pine nuts every now and then. And I used to put that in my oatmeal. Well, I don't eat oatmeal anymore, so it'll be just for munching. And yeah, so that's my grocery list, right? So here, keto. So I'll buy oil-based meal. I'll buy mustard. Now, this is the blood type, says wheat-free and vinegar-free. Well, according to keto, it's wheat-free. They don't care about the vinegar. So what I might do is buy dried mustard, use the apple cider vinegar that's allowed both on keto and blood type. And then with the powder one, I was thinking of making my own mustard. I don't know. It's just a thought. And then you can add a bit of stevia or erythritol, which I don't even use that. I just use stevia. I'm not a sweet person. There's also monk fruit you're allowed, but whatever. Pesto. Oh, yes, I love pesto. Pickles. I was munching on pickles last night instead of chips. Like, yeah, so anyways, this is now my grocery list. When I go to the store, this is my grocery list. And then, of course, if there's anything else that my boyfriend wants, I'll probably clip it on this page, like, that's missing in the house, because he's not eating keto. It's only me. So then I would have to attach somewhere on here a piece of paper with his grocery list that's not included already in here. So there you have it. I talked enough, didn't I? I just wanted to give you an update, and I know I've been absent, and I apologize. I just, I'm trying to get myself out of this rut. I need to exercise. I need to get back on this keto again. The house needs to be deep cleaned. I still have stuff from the garden to clean. And I'm not anymore that person that's just go, 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 go. Get this stuff done. A couple of weeks ago, I had brought in a whole table full of stuff from the garden. And I went through all that and cleaned all that stuff up. And then a few days ago, when we got this warm weather coming in and things were starting to melt, and I went out there, I brought in another table full. This is the last. There is no more out there anything that needs to be brought in. Everything's cleaned up now. That snow came unexpectedly a little too early. And so that's why I didn't finish cleaning up the garden. Plus, I'm good at procrastinating. But, anyways, I'll let you go. It's been 51 minutes. That's a long update. But, yeah, that's what I've been up to. And I apologize again. And it shouldn't be too long. Maybe another week. Maybe 2 weeks. But it is coming. I am starting to get out of my not depression, but like my slump. I'm crawling out of the slump. And yeah, so we'll be back to 3 times a week, or maybe even more. It's coming, especially with Christmas, but there's no doing anything for Christmas until December 3rd. That's the first Advent. So until the end of November, I don't know, we'll see what I get up to. All right. Thank you, everybody, for sticking by me and still visiting. And I'm glad you're here. And I will see you. Isn't that pretty? There's a whole bunch of them. I'll show you that. Actually, maybe in my next video, I'll get back to the journaling, because there is still lots and lots. I have not touched it since that fairy part 1 video. Maybe that's what we'll do. Anyways, everybody take care. I hope you're all doing well. Remember, do what makes you happy, and everything else will fall into place. And don't worry about what anybody else says. This is your life, your choices, right? All right, then. You take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.